Hi guys, today we're gonna make some, I'm actually going to make some Dijon sauce for chicken cordon bleu. But I'm going to show you guys how to make some bechamel sauce. So, it's a very simple sauce. All you need is butter, flour, milk, and a little bit of nutmeg if you have it. And this is gonna be your base sauce for everything. Macaroni and cheese sauce. You would add cheese. There's a lot of sauces that you can start with this. So this is a basic cream sauce. So first thing I'm gonna do is add about let's just say 4 tablespoons of butter. Okay. I'm gonna have a quart of milk. So 4 tablespoons of butter. Got about a 1/4 cup of flour that I'm gonna add. And that's gonna be to make the roux. And I know I showed you guys how to make the roux. Basically, all I'm doing right now is melting the butter. Getting that butter a little bit melty. I'm adding the flour. Is that about a 1/4 cup? I just did it exactly a 1/4 cup. No, I'm eyeballing it, but I've done it a few times, so once you've done it a few times, you don't really necessarily need to. But if you see, it all kind of binds together in like a goop, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Like a paste. Now that's what we call a roux, and the roux. A lot of you Southerners know. You guys know the magic of the roux. It's for the gravy. So now what we're gonna do is cook that flour up a little bit. We're gonna cook that flour up. You see, it's got a consistency. It just looks like I'm not sure what you call it. Mud? Not really mud. I don't know what you call it. It looks like. You like. Let it bubble up for a little bit. Let it cook up a little bit, and yeah, you know, you guys can see it bubbling. Then we're gonna add cold milk into it. I think I made a little bit too much roux, but hey, it is what it is, right? I just gotta make sure that I've got the it's getting a little bit freaked out that I maybe didn't have Dijon mustard to do this sauce with, but for our dinner. But we do. Keep it stirring. See how sucker's boiling, and now it's actually foam coming up. And it's starting to brown. That's when we know that the stuff is cooked. So turn off. This is kind of an important step. Turn off the heat. We got cold milk. What I'm gonna do is slowly add it in. The first step it's going to do is get all clumpy like that. okay? That's okay. We're just gonna add it slowly at a time. If you don't do it slowly, you'll end up with lumps. See how this is smoothing out? If you do it too quick, you will have lumps. Ooh, my goodness. Once you get it all done, you just dump it all in there. Then you turn your stove back on. We're gonna bring it up to a boil. It's gonna get nice and thick. Now in this case, we're making a dijon sauce. So I'm going to use the last teaspoon that they left me in this bottle. There's always, whenever you look in the fridge, for some reason at my house, there's always whatever condiment you're looking for, but there's only one teaspoon left in the entire thing. So I'm adding a little Dijon mustard. So I guess this is I'm showing you how to make a Dijon sauce. Throw a little sprinkle of nutmeg in there, just for giggles. All right, we're done with that. We're gonna mix everything up. I do not believe. Yeah. If you can smell the ingredients in there, then you know you've got it right. I didn't know if I had enough Dijon mustard in, so I just gave it a good smell. I can smell the Dijon in there, which means if I can smell it, I'm gonna be able to taste it. But that's it. You see how it's thickening into a nice cream sauce. I'll let it go for a minute. I'm gonna let it boil. I've got the chicken cordon bleu in the oven, and you know, that's it. We're just gonna have that, and I think we're gonna have some broccoli and some mashed potatoes with it. Just some stuff I found in the freezer. Thank you to Squirrels Magnet Fishing for suggesting that I make a video instead of a live. I was considering doing a live, but I think these little methods are a little more helpful if they're on videos. Thank you guys for joining, and well, it's not necessarily done yet, but it's pretty much done. That's as simple as it is, guys. That's your cream sauce right there. I'm just gonna bring it to a boil to make sure all that flour is cooked off. Because if you don't cook it enough, what's gonna happen is it's gonna thicken up even more when you heat it up. But that's essentially all I'm doing. Ooh, and I smell that mustard. So it's definitely enough in there. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for joining.